Ichiro is a kind old man, but his family has always disliked him and doesn't care for him. At work, his boss often threatens to fire him before he retires, and he begs his boss not to do that, saying he has a mortgage to pay. On this day, Ichiro's medical report comes out and the doctor says he has cancer, and he has only 3 months. He is overwhelmed, and after a long time of consideration he decides to tell his family, but his wife doesn't answer the phone, and neither does his daughter or son. Ichiro feels very sad. At night, he goes to a park and wanders alone. Suddenly, a dazzling white light appears in the sky, followed by a meteorite crashing into Ichiro and the young man next to him. When he wakes up in the morning, Ichiro finds that his eyesight has returned to normal, and he no longer needs to wear glasses. Then he returns home, only to find that none of his family cares that he didn't come home last night. At breakfast, Ichiro notices something is wrong, he can't taste the food. He thinks this may be due to his cancer, but he is wrong. Back in his room, Ichiro finds smoke coming out of his hand. And his fingernail is actually able to open, with 2 USB ports inside. Then his body turns into a complete mechanical state, and his body can transform according to his will. Apparently, Ichiro's body has been modified, he is shocked by these changes. This student's name is Hiro, who was also hit by the meteorite that night, and he too noticed the changes in his body. At the moment, Hiro is showing his friend Ando his superpower. Hiro stretches out his hand and uses his finger as a gun, aiming at a bird, and then the bird gets shot and falls to the ground. Ando is amazed, he asks Hiro how he did it. Hiro doesn't answer but shows him other superpowers. They come to a garage, and Hiro is able to move a car without touching it. Then he takes out his phone, and with a single swipe, his bank balance becomes 10 million yen. In the afternoon, Ichiro finds an injured pigeon on the side of the road as he is returning home. This may be the one that was hit by Hiro. As he holds the bird, he is actually able to see through the pigeon's body structure, and then he is shocked to find that he can heal the bird. Suddenly, he hears a woman a few blocks away begging for help. Ichiro rushes to the hospital, where he uses his power to cure the woman's child. The woman is thrilled, while the doctor is shocked and speechless. Ichiro walks out of the room happily, he becomes a superhero, and he has found the meaning of his life. In contrast to Ichiro, Hiro is suffering. Hiro and his mother were abandoned by his father, and the two have been dependent on each other for years. Hiro's father, on the other hand, has married another woman and has 2 new children. On this day, Hiro's father invited Hiro to his new home for dinner. Looking at his father's happy family, he is jealous. Hiro thinks it is all so unfair, he wants to kill his father as well as his new wife and children. He points his finger at them, but he can't do it. After dinner, Hiro walks home alone, his heart is filled with hatred. Suddenly, he hears people laughing in a house down the road. Hiro lost his mind, and he enters the house and kills the innocent family. Soon, the police begin to investigate the case, and following the clues, the police find Hiro. As a man with superpowers, Hiro escapes easily. Hiro thus becomes the most wanted man in the country. Everyone at school is talking about him, they never thought that the nerdy Hiro would turn into a murderer. Hiro has nowhere to go, but Cheyenne, who has a crush on him, takes him in. Hiro is not afraid of the police or going to jail, but he is very worried about his mother. Watching his mother being interviewed on TV, he feels very guilty, and he doesn't know how to fix the situation. Soon after, many people are cursing his mother on social media, his mother can't stand the cyber violence, she commits suicide. But he never believes that his son is a murderer. His mother's death has turned him into a devil. Hiro finds the paparazzi who exposed his mother's personal information, and he painfully questions the man about what good it did him to do so. But the man laughs at Hiro and says something insulting about his mother. Then Hiro decides to kill the man through video call. Those who have insulted his mother on social networks are killed one by one. Not long after, the police once again find Hiro's location, a group of special forces break into the house and immediately open fire on them. As a super robot, Hiro is not hurt at all, but Cheyenne is killed because of him. Hiro once again loses his loved one, he hates the world. He wants to kill everyone in the world, so he connects himself to the big screen in the square. He points his finger randomly at the people in the square, and many people are shot. In fact, he is able to connect to any screen in the world, anyone can be shot by him. People are terrified, they have to turn off their phones, tablets, and computers. But then Hiro uses a new method to attack, he activates his body's missile mode, launching dozens of missiles to attack the entire city. Ichiro, who has the same powers, soon finds Hiro and is ready to do everything he can to stop him. The two begin a fierce battle as they take to the air like fighter jets, both trying to kill each other. However, Hiro is superior in both physical strength and the use of superpowers, and Ichiro is no match for him. After a few rounds, the two decide to take a break on the top of a building, and Hiro rushes over and grabs Ichiro's water, then gulps it down. Ichiro continues to escape, he flies into outer space and Hiro follows close behind. Hiro grabs Ichiro by the neck and is about to finish him, but then his body malfunctions. It turns out that the water he just drank was salt water, and that was the trap Ichiro had laid for him. After becoming robots, they must not ingest salt, otherwise, their bodies will malfunction. And this is why Ichiro's body smoked after eating breakfast, because the breakfast contains salt. Ichiro seizes the opportunity to launch several missiles at Hiro. Hiro is hit and falls from the sky, followed by a violent explosion. Ichiro returns to a building where he sees his daughter, who is now in an unconscious state. Ichiro rushes to heal his daughter, and just as he is happy that she is okay, Ichiro is kicked away. It is Hiro, he is still alive. To get back at Ichiro, Hiro throws his daughter right out of the window. Ichiro is furious, and his anger maximizes his power. He rushes towards Hiro with all his strength and shatters Hiro's body with a single punch. Then he catches his daughter in time, and after making sure she is okay, he flies away. Many people are waiting for him to rescue them. Soon after, Ichiro returns to his normal life, with the difference that he becomes a hero to his family. The police declare that Hiro is dead, but the reality is that they only found some metal pieces of Hiro's body at the scene. Whether Hiro is dead or not, no one has ever seen him again. I'm Movie Ape, thanks for watching.